Hello guys and welcome back. So your biggest expense over the next 5 years is not staff, it's not you. Can anyone guess what the biggest expense is going to be? Correct, tax. So your biggest expense is going to be HMRC. So if you're running a business in the UK that's making a 500k profit over the next 5 years, let's say till 2030, then your tax drain is going to be £880,000. I'm going to say that again, it's going to be £880,000. So stay tuned because I'm going to break down exactly how I've worked that out and exactly how you can save that money over the next 5 years. So you can save nearly £1 million in tax revenue over the next 5 years. And I've basically done this. So I set up my company in Dubai last year. I used GenZone to do that. You can book a call with them below. They will talk you through the exact same setup that I have, how you can legally pay 0% tax. It's all above board. And you can see a video on this channel that is 45 minutes long where I spoke to Kevin, who's one of the co-founders. We talked through the service, what it entails. I'm not sure if we go into the cost, but if you book a call with them, they can talk you through it. It's not a lot of money really in the grand scheme of things. So anyway, that aside, let's get on with the video. So in this video, we are going to talk about facts and figures and things like that. And I have my trusty notes here, but we're going to make a couple of assumptions for this video. The first assumption is that your company is making £500,000 a year in profit, and you as the owner are taking £150,000 salary. So those are some assumptions I've made. Now you can scale down or scale up depending on what your situation is. Now, the first big one is corporation tax. Yep, my favorite and probably your favorite as well. So since April 2024, in the budget, any business that has profits of above £250,000 is now taxed at 25%. So that's going to be that 500k times 25% is going to be £125,000. So your tax bill is going to be £125,000 on £500,000. So over 5 years, that's going to be £625,000. Now, the second one is going to be the income tax. So if you're earning 150k, that means that your UK personal allowance is going to be completely wiped out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down what the tax is on the exact figures. So you get taxed 20% on £50,270. So that means that you'll pay on that portion of your income £10,054. You're paying 40% on £74,870. So that makes the tax on that portion of your earnings £29,948. And then above that, you're paying 45% on £24,860. So this is all adding up to your £150,000. And on that, you're paying £11,187. So the total personal tax for the year is £51,189. I don't know about you, but I could probably do a lot with an extra 50 grand over the years, and I'm sure you can probably think of things that you can do with it as well. So over 5 years, that's going to be £255,945. Yikes. So let's look at the grand totals. From 2025, 2026, 27, 28, 29, your combined tax, not just your corporation tax, is going to be £176,189. So over 5 years, that is a grand total of £881,000. So that's a huge amount of money that you're kind of pissing away to HMRC over the next 5 years. And what are you getting for that? Not a lot. So having said all of those numbers, I'm sure if you're running a business, you're saying, well, what about this? What about that? So this is just the headline figure. So we're not counting things like national insurance, dividend tax, or other kind of stealth taxes and things like that. So it's going to be way higher than that. So if you employ staff, you already know that national insurance has gone up to 15%. Employers' NI has gone up to 15%. And the problem with the UK is you're getting nothing for this money as well. We all know that the roads are full of potholes. Ever since we've had austerity and COVID and even a hangover from the great financial crisis in 2008, the country is just kind of slowly sliding off a cliff. You've got, people coming here every day that are just a drain on society, and you are paying all of this money for these people to kind of live in hotels and just get stuff for free. So me personally, I voted with my feet and I was like, I'm not doing it anymore. And if you're making that sort of money, I'm sure you can think of a few things to do with an extra £1 million. So let's look at a direct comparison between the UAE and the UK. So corporation tax in the UK is 25%. In Dubai, if you have a free money, it is 0. Your personal tax is 45%. If you're a higher earner, Dubai, 0. Now, you do have some licenses and some fees and things like that. In Dubai, let's say it's going to be £6,000. These are things that you have to pay every year to renew your licenses and your visas and stuff like that. Over 5 years, the UK is going to cost you £880,000. Dubai is going to cost you about 30 to 40 grand. So you're going to keep about £850,000, £840,000. Now, to me, that's an absolute no-brainer. Obviously, you need to have a free zone company to qualify for this. You need to be earning money outside of the UAE. So, as I talked about in one of these videos previously, if you run a barber shop in downtown, you're not going to get tax-free income on that. You'll be charged 9%. But if you've got a business that's location independent, then you'll easily qualify for that 0%. So anyway, look, there we have it. Short and sweet one today, guys. But that is hopefully a bit of an eye-opener for you, because if you're making any sort of money in the UK, they're coming for you. The tax man is coming for you. These are just what the tax regime is now. So what about next year? What about 2027? What about 2028? How are you going to protect yourself from this when you can so easily just relocate to Dubai? Like, there's so many videos on this channel, there's so many videos on YouTube on how to relocate to Dubai. It could not be simpler. I was shocked how easy it was. But if that sounds like the kind of thing that you want to do, and you should, then book a call with GenZone below, speak to Kevin. He'll talk you through how to do it, how to be legally compliant. It is way, way easier than you think it's going to be. And everybody says this, but I wish that I had done it 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You're getting nothing for your money in the UK, and I've had enough. You've probably had enough because you're watching this video. But anyway, I don't want to I'll get on my soapbox and start ranting otherwise. But as I say, short and sweet today. But thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.